Live from Lazy Pickle Studios in sunny Burbank, California, right next to Paco's Taco Truck and a guy selling knockoff iPads.
The city is headed for a disaster of biblical proportion.
It's Brandon Gibson, the podcast.
That sounds good. I'll have that.
Where chaos is a co-host, comedy is mandatory, and mistakes get a standing ovation.
It's not particularly silly, is it?
The only show that gives you legendary CEOs, entrepreneurs, and business bosses, and puts them in a room with your favorite comedians and actors who are mostly here for the free snacks.
Surely you can't be serious.
My God, man, what does it mean?
Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to yes-and your face into next Tuesday.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
And it all starts right now.
Now, everyone's exchanging ideas.
That's right. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to Brandon Gibson, the podcast. I am your host. I'm Brandon Gibson, which makes it very convenient for the name of the show. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's good for everybody to be here. I'm glad that those of you that are watching or listening at home or in the car. First of all, if you're watching in the car, that's depending on where you're driving, could be potentially dangerous.
Yep.
Yeah. But we're glad you've joined us. Again, my name is Brandon Gibson, and we're going to have fun. Now, for those of you that know what I have done in the past in regards of radio, podcasting, and things like this is going to be different, but still shades of the silliness that you've always come to expect from me when I am behind the mic like this. So before it was, entertainment-based. We talk about current events, we get the yucks in, we get the funny people in there, and we throw mayonnaise at each other's feet. We get some tattoos on air, whatever the hell we do, that's what we do. But this is going to be a little bit different because this is going to fully explore my version of what I call the pivot principle. And these guys in this room right now have all had their own setbacks to deal with and own adversities to overcome and found just insane amounts of success and happiness and contentment and just moments in life where you want to celebrate. And that's why they're here today. And this is, by the way, let me just say, this is our first full episode, everybody. First full episode. Yeah. This is the one. Now, as we go forward, we're going to get more, as promised, by the creepy voiced guy in the intro. That guy sounds a little creepy, doesn't he?
A little creepy.
Yeah, a little creepy. Like he's...
That was awesome, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
creepy and awesome.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into until I just listened to the intro right now, so that was great.
Okay, good. But as promised, we'll have CEOs, entrepreneurs, and big business people in here as we go. But I also want to take a second to acknowledge one of our sponsors. This is our title sponsor, and because of these guys, we're able to do this right here and now. I don't know if you guys have dipped your toe into the water. Pickleball? Have you played pickleball?
Not yet,
yeah.
I know.
I am hooked. I'm absolutely hooked. I've been playing for just about a year and a half or so now. And to show you how much I've gotten into it, I've torn this calf muscle. I was down for 12 weeks. Ouch. I went back and played for 2 weeks after this one was healed, and then I tore this one, and I was down for 8 weeks.
Ouch. Well, now that you got that out the way.
Yeah. So I wore braces for a long time and just finally got out of the braces, but that hasn't stopped me from playing, and I keep going back and back again. Now, along the way, I met this guy, really cool guy that owns a company called Tamelands Paddles, pickleball paddles. He brought out some sample paddles, and I played with him, and I said, listen, man, this is going to change my game. One of them is made from Kevlar.
What?
Kevlar. You know, the stuff that keeps you from getting shot? Yeah, that stuff. But this episode is brought to you. I'm going to read this because I got to say it right. This episode of Brandon Gibson, the podcast, is powered by my new obsession, and that is Tamelands pickleball paddles. And I'm going to tell you, I don't just read the thing. I use these things all the time. Okay. I swing them like crazy, like left-handed, right-handed, it doesn't matter. I'll swing it with my foot if I had an extra thumb. They're engineered for power, precision, speed, which means when I step up there, I'm not just playing pickleball. I'm auditioning for Fast and Furious pickleball drift.
There you go.
Nice.
Which that would be fun to see, I think. Whether you like a Kevlar-backed power paddle, which is the one I talked about, to body bag soft swings, or the precision control paddle for those sneaky dinks, Tamelands has got you covered. So if you are ready to dominate on the court and in life, grab yours at tamelands.com, and I'll tell you, you'll never go back to anything else. They have a motto, Tamelands, play wild, play free.
Okay.
All right.
That's pretty cool, right?
Tamelands.
Tamelands.
So if I want to get into pickleball, I should probably give me a Tamelands.
Dude, and I'm going to tell you something. I got a guy. So here's the thing. He's come up with a discount code just for this show.
Dope.
Okay. All right? It's BG Podcast 15. If you go to tamelands.com, you can get 15% off your paddle right now. And I'm going to tell you, it'll change your game. And I've spent my wife, I hope, is not listening to this. I've spent way too much money on pickleball paddles. Way too much money. I mean, I bought one for $225, and then I found this one a week later, and I'm like, I don't even touch the $225 one anymore. Wow. I just said that out loud. I'm going to be in so much trouble. So anyway, so that's the difference. I mean, we combine, in this show, the world of business, and corporate America and life in general. We just combine that with people like you guys, funny people that know how to pull off being a different person, people that know how to innovate and improvise to a successful level. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to explore in every episode what I call the pivot principle, which is that idea of innovating and adapting when a situation becomes difficult or proves to be an issue. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's get into it. So before we get into anything else, this is going to be a regular fixture on our show. This is, let's hear it for Dan the intern, everybody. This is Dan.
Thanks, guys.
Dan the intern. There he goes. Dan and I have known each other for quite a long time.
Dude, I try to think about it. It's oh man, I can't even think of the
I mean, it had to have
year.
been, was Alyssa born yet?
Yeah, I was probably 21, I want to say.
Okay.
It was the first time I remember meeting you was you did intros for a youth group thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really goofy, but like I feel like we connected because the thing that I wrote for you to say was just so ridiculous because I was like, this is dumb, but I'm going to write something funny regardless of what it is. And you're like, oh, okay, that was really fun. And then we clicked after that and someone told me that you were on the radio, and then we started talking about Universal, and then boom.
Yeah.
And stand-up, yeah.
And now, to put that in perspective, you are how old now?
I am 36 years old.
36 years old. I'm no mathematician, boys.
Yeah.
But that's at least 3 or 4 years.
At least more than 5, for sure.
Yeah. So a long time I've known Dan, and we have seen some highs and some lows together.
Yeah.
We have been through quite a bit, and he has been there for me as I have been for him.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought it was really important to have Dan as a part of the show, because he is the epitome of just taking what life has given you and spinning it to another direction.
Thank you.
And I always like today, I hadn't seen Dan in a little bit, and one of the first things he says, well, this is going good, and this is going good now, and this is going good, and he's putting these things into light in a way that's different than they were the last time we saw each other, which is, I mean, again, I talk about the pivot principle. Mm-hmm. He's taken what life has given him and said, let's see what else you got.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's a battle, but it's worth fighting for.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. So that's Dan. And then, okay, so here we go. I wrote, we're going to get into some proper intros here in a second, but I wrote down some stuff that I think is really important in terms of introducing you guys. Now, this is good. Don't look at me like that.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, now, stop me if I'm wrong, because all this came from Wikipedia. No, it didn't. That's not true at all. I know you guys better than that. So, South Central, born and raised, right over here, all the way.
That's me.
And you were born in Thousand Oaks. South Central, born and raised, Army veteran, and you know him as Wade from Noah's Ark, or Saint in the Family Business New Orleans, or FBI agent Hakeem Baylor, alongside me in Spilled Paint, which is now on Tubi. So I got to say this, that he's done a lot more than what I just spilled out, but I didn't want to give too much away because of the next little section of your introduction. But I got to say this, my man over here, and I didn't even tell you this, and you don't know this either, my man over here has made out with Halle Berry.
Oh, wow.
Let me just say this: you're ruining my the 2 lies and the truth. You're ruining. Now I gotta come up with other stuff.
Yeah.
See, I even tried to truncate the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I was like, that would be a good
kissed
one.
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Back to the important stuff.
No, what do you mean back to the? That's the important stuff. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's it.
That's the
Yeah.
best
Oh, but I hate that I blew your 2 lies and the truth. But
I'll come up with another one.
okay, all right, yeah, because I got to give you props for that. I can't. You know me. I can't let that float. That's got to be put out there. But yeah, he did the Their Eyes Were Watching God, which was produced by
Oprah Winfrey.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my man Jensen. Good to have you here, Jensen. Now another Southern Californian, born and raised, started
South Central
business. Started in show business at the age of 4.
4 years years old.
4 years old. I'm still peeing myself to this day. I'm not even potty trained, and he was on the sets at 4. Worked on the iconic and classic TV shows like Police Story, Galactica 1980, and he was Paco the Pickpocket in Herbie Goes Bananas with Harvey Korman and Cloris Leachman, dude. Woo! Are you kidding me? Could you get more? I mean, those are like kings and queens of comedy right there. And by the way, this not really that big of a deal, but you can also see him coming up, starring in Billy Knight alongside a real up-and-comer, in my opinion, Al Pacino.
Oh,
My man just worked with Al Pacino.
oh.
Which I believe if he stays at it, he could have a future in this business.
He can.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
I think he can.
You gave
if
him
he
some
tries.
advice on set, yeah?
I gave him some advice. If he tries his hardest, he can make it.
Yeah.
He can make it. I think so. I
Well,
hope so.
he's got his work cut out for him. This business is it's really difficult. I hope he understands that.
We'll see.
He needs to get black and gray headshots.
Yes.
Go back in
Charlie
time.
Heaton too. Charlie Heaton in that is in.
Oh,
that.
Charlie, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Charlie Heaton. Yeah.
Yep. So he also wanted to have made out with Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah. As did you, Dan, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Since the Flintstones.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think I knew what making out was, but I know I've wanted to do it since then.
Whatever she represented to the way you felt in the Flintstones, that's
Yeah.
what you had to do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, this is the fun part. This is where we get to sort of play around a little bit. Now, I know these guys. I know Joaquin since 1990, no, 2000-ish?
2000-ish.
Yeah, because that's when my oldest daughter, Alyssa, was born, and she's now 25. So we've known each other for 25 years.
For sure.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
And then Jensen and I have only known each other for a couple of years, but I got to say that when we spent time on set together, I really got to know you, and I felt like that we've been buds for a while.
Because we're both silly.
That's that's right. And by the way, you can see us both act together on Spilled Paint on Tubi.
To be original.
To be original.
To be.
Okay, so this is the part that I think is really fun, and this is a bit of an improv game too. So Dan, you don't know these guys, and I know them pretty well. So if you guys can trip me up on this,
Okay.
then that'll be good. You got something else now?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You see my gears working.
Okay, all right. So we're going to play Two Lies and the Truth. Now, this is where, for those that don't know, this is where they're going to tell you 3 facts about themselves. One is real. The other 2 are just bold-faced, cold lies. Right? So, fellas, who would like to go first? All right, Joaquin's going first.
He wants to go first.
Just do one or all 3.
You're going to give us 3 facts.
3 facts. Okay.
Two are false facts.
Yeah.
And one is
real.
the truth.
I got it.
So give us in numeric order.
Number 1.
Yep.
I got a scholarship to UCLA for playing volleyball. I played volleyball in high school, and I got a scholarship to go to UCLA, full ride for all 4 years.
Okay. All right. So UCLA scholarship for volleyball. All right. What's number 2?
Number 2, I actually starred in a sitcom, sketch comedy show. First all Latino sketch comedy show with my brother Ricky. So my brother and I were both writers and actors in this show, and it's the first all Latino sketch comedy show. It was known as the Latino in Living Color.
Oh, okay. All right.
Man, you got big explanations behind all these. All right. Go ahead.
Jensen's like, I like the color green.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's 2. So Latino in living color. 3.
The third is that I had to basically support the whole family growing up. So my aunts, my uncles, they didn't speak English or Spanish, or I mean, they only spoke Spanish, so they didn't speak English, and I had to work not only for myself and my own bills, but the bills of my grandmother, my aunts, my uncles. So I had to support them all for many years.
Okay. All right. So there's the 3. So to recap, we got the UCLA full ride to play volleyball.
Yeah.
We got Latino in living color, and you had to support everybody because they only spoke Spanish as you were coming up.
Yeah.
I think I know, and I think it's only because I've known you for so long.
Right.
So I'm gonna yield my first guess to Jensen.
I mean, I'm gonna say I like green.
He
I'm
liked the set.
going to say, just because the last one, you pause more, the last one is a lie, right? Because it's 2 lies and 1 truth, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just laying it out, all of what I think.
Okay.
Okay. The last one's the lie. And the second one is the truth. So first is a lie, third's a lie. Second one's the truth.
Okay, so the Latino version of In Living Color you think is the truth?
Yes.
Okay, all right, Dan, we go to you.
I'm a stealth Mexican. Let me just get that out of the way.
Okay.
I'm full Mexican, so I feel like that part. Yeah, right. Right. We could get there eventually.
Okay.
Born in South Central as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say East LA. No. I was gonna say the last one is true. I believe that you did support your whole family. I buy that. The second one, the Latino in Living Color, I buy that. The first one, technically, you getting to UCLA on a volleyball scholarship. I don't think that's true. Okay. And that's only just like I don't want to judge.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I don't want to judge, but I don't think that's not. I think that's the one. I think that's the false.
Okay.
False.
All right. I think I know this one just because we've talked about some of these things.
Okay.
And I am going to say that I agree with Dan, and I'm going to say the UCLA scholarship is the phony story.
Okay.
So, reveal to us now,
Dun, 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 dun.
which one is the truth?
The truth is my In Living Color.
Okay.
That's
All right. There you go. In Living Color. Okay. So
my brother and I started in Living Color.
Okay.
The Latino version of A Living Color, which was called Unacceptable Behavior.
I remember that
on CTV.
Yeah.
We had 1 year, and unfortunately, we didn't get 2 years. But I got to star in a show with my brother.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
It was the Spanish version of A Living Color.
Cool.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I never went to UCLA, and
well, here's this is why I picked out the first one right away. Is I played, which I mean, this is we're not doing the 2 lies and the truth for me, but I did play semi-pro beach volleyball for years on tours, like 6 tours,
sure.
right?
Wow.
And I remember we played once or twice, and I remember you showed up the first time to play indoor volleyball in flip flops.
that's right.
And I thought, I don't know about the UCLA thing. You show up to play volleyball.
Yeah.
Flip flops.
So,
Yeah.
See,
I thought this guy's going to roll both ankles at the same time, both directions.
I felt judgmental because I was like, he's not that tall. But then at the same time, neither are you. But you did a legit tour. Like you said, you've toured before and you've gone and done awesome things. So I'm like, I feel crappy for thinking that.
But did he tear his calf muscles?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Exactly.
Playing pickleball. Yeah. Okay, you're up, Jensen. What do you got?
Oh man, see now I'm like coming up with stories and stuff. Almost curse. Is this a cursing show?
Feel free.
All right, shit. All right, let's go with I roughed up Terry Crews. You guys know who Terry Crews is?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I don't.
Big
Terry Crews, he's always flexing his
white girls.
his
He's
pecs.
from White Girls.
Sure,
Most people know him from White
He's
Girls.
the host of America's Got Talent too.
He is.
He took
pretty,
over the
pretty
Yes.
big dude.
Yeah.
And so the story would be, I did a show called Battle Dome when I first started in the business, and it's like an athletic competition. Basically, it was like a knockoff of American Gladiators.
Okay.
Nice.
And he was basically one of the gladiators, and we went up against each other, and I had to,
Okay.
I had to put the smack down.
Yeah.
I wish I had a sound effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. You
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah. All right, that's story number 1.
Story
Roughed
number
up Terry
one.
Crews.
Roughed up
Story
Terry
number
Crews.
2.
Number 2 would be I threw a live hand grenade. And so I was, as you said in the beginning, I was in the Army.
Yeah.
And it was part of our training. It was probably one of the most craziest things, most intense things I probably did. And I was a tanker, so there was a 120 millimeter cannon that we shot. But to have a live hand grenade, and I was in the military with my brother as well.
Oh, okay.
It was part of our contract that they had to keep us together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we did. It was like a show that we were in, kinda ish.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, okay.
And so that's the second story.
Okay.
Live hand grenade.
Live hand grenade.
And then the third one is I own my dream car.
Okay, so let's recap. All right, we got Roughed Up Terry Crews. And number 2, we got the Thrown Live Hand Grenade. And number 3, we have the You Own Your Dream Car.
Yeah,
now,
we'll leave it at that.
I'm going to take myself out of this one as well because we've talked about many things. And I think I know the answer to this one. So we'll start with Joaquin. Joaquin, what do you think? Which is which are lies and which is the truth?
Okay. I'm going to say that he does own his dream car. I don't think he roughed up Terry Crews.
Oh, the reaction. And see, I'm glad we're filming this too because you just got that.
And I don't think that he... what was the other one? The
Live hand grenade.
Live hand grenade. I don't think he threw a live hand grenade. I think it's too dangerous. Or maybe at the time they were doing that, but
back in the 1900s.
Yeah, back in the 1900s.
Yeah.
Back in the 1900s. So, yeah. So I think the truth is that he
The dream car.
He drives his dream car.
Okay.
I don't know about the cameras, but are they still on?
Yeah. He started the business when he was 4. Are the cameras on? The cameras. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He was talking. He wanted to make sure he was getting the shot.
And the mic is on too. Pull it closer to your face.
Okay.
You keep it about an inch away.
I don't want it too
There you
close.
go.
So I think the truth is that he drives his dream car.
Dream car. Dan.
I would say dream car is the lie. Everything else is true. The Terry Crews, I believe that.
Oh, you're giving him 2 truths.
Yeah.
Because it's only one truth.
It's one truth.
It's only
and 2
one
lies.
truth.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say the true thing is the grenade.
The grenade.
The grenade. Yeah, because I grew up. One of my favorite movies was In the Army Now with Pauly Shore, and in one of those scenes when he goes to boot camp, she's like, "All right, I need you to drop the pin, throw the grenade, drop the pin, throw the grenade." And when he said that, I was like, "I wonder if it went that way." And he did the total opposite, dropped the grenade, threw the pin, was like, "Yeah,
We're gonna die.
we're gonna die," because I could imagine the pressure of like, "Oh my god, this is a freaking grenade." So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think I know this one, and the reason I think I know this one is because we talked vehicles a lot on Spill Paint, and I know the progress of you getting this one done that you wanted so badly. So I think it's a little bit of an unfair advantage on my part, but I think the truth is you own your dream car.
All right. So the truth is, I'm a horrible liar. They're all the truth. So you were actually, I was like, oh, he's going to freaking get it right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So 0 lies and 3 truths. We're going to change the game.
That's how you win.
Wait, what did you throw a live grenade at?
In basic training.
You just threw it.
It's part of it. I mean, we didn't just throw it. It wasn't just like, hey, guys, we want to throw this, grabbing them and tossing them.
Let's play catch.
I mean, it's full on part of our training. I mean, step by step. You go through all the reading that you need to go through. You go through all the training that you need to go through. You start with, they just basically have firecrackers in them. You start small and you end up with the big boy behind a 6-foot concrete enclosure. And the explosion, you can still feel it behind that. And the shrapnel that goes off, like most times when you see people in movies jump on grenades, like they're probably going to end up shrapnel as opposed to saving everybody. It's pretty. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to combine all those stories, it would be fun if you threw a live grenade at Terry Crews out of your dream car.
Yes.
And he survived.
Yeah. And he was just fine. He would just flex those pecs and boink, and all the shrapnel goes off.
Bounce right off.
Okay, that was fun, right?
Yeah.
That's a good way to really get to know your guests, I think. So there you go. All right, now this is what I'd like to do now. I kind of want to get into your adversity, right? I want to get into, because I know quite a bit about you guys, and I know you've had your fair share of adversity. So I'd like to take just a couple of minutes and just talk about a moment of adversity that you faced in your life, and then we're going to talk about how you pivoted from that and how you got yourself back on track or the direction you took after that. So if you've got a moment of adversity that you can share, Joaquin, what do you got? I mean, you and I have known each other a long time.
So I think growing up in the business, my father, when he started back in the 40s and the 50s, there was a lot of stereotypes, so he had to play that stereotype, and really speak the wire, with the wire cutters and talk like this, and because that's what they thought that's what Latinos sounded like, which was the opposite of that. That was not like the way we sounded at all. So I started in 72, 73, and even in those days, I still had to overcome the stereotype of being a Latino, of always being the bad guy or the valet or having a Spanish surname or having an accent. And the struggle I've had for my whole career. So it didn't end with my father. See, you would think, okay, so my father had it, but then when I started, it was all gone and it was over with. But it was just as bad or worse. And my daughter now is an actor, and as you know,
very successful one too, by the way.
Successful actress, and I think she is finally getting roles that are just people, that are just the person, and not Latina number 4 or the valet or the gardener or the painter, which is what I had to struggle with, and I still do to this day, with parts that are 50 plus, because I am 50 plus, are still gonna have that little bit of they want that rawness of oh yeah, you still have an accent, you still are working those jobs that
they kind of close you into a stereotype.
That close you into a stereotype.
Yeah,
unfortunately. So that's what I've had to deal with, and I still to this day, I'll take any part that they give me.
Yeah, especially now. Yeah,
especially now.
Yeah.
And it's difficult. It's difficult. So I just say today, I will take any part, but we still have to deal with stereotypes.
What about you, Jensen?
I mean, yeah, I don't just even thinking about that and putting it into context in my life, what it is now and what that means as far as the adversity that I've faced. I think even just trying to answer it, I can come up with a lot of adversity that I've had to face, just from being a kid to where I'm at now. And even, maybe I need to frame it more towards maybe the entertainment business in that way. But what I want to get into before I even say one of my, times of adversity is it's been my mentality throughout the years that have always moved forward, that has always put one foot in front of the other, and haven't really even noticed along the way the things that have happened as being adversities. I've almost just kind of taken them on as part of what it takes to be successful, part of what it takes to learn, and, I'm not trying to detract from them, but I think it's just a mindset that I'm even able to kind of look back on from all the adversity that I've faced. And I think for me, and just even related to the business, has always just kind of been more financial. Trying to follow my dreams and pay my bills at the same time. And I don't know, I think I'll be here for the rest of the interview if I talk about all of the things that I've had to do, or, even now, I'm a successful actor. I mean, my IMDb page says it, my resume says it, my training says it, and I forgot my point.
Well, here's what I'm hearing, and I don't think you needed to necessarily move to a point, because I think you were already there. And what I'm hearing is exactly what I try to tell people, is that when you see something, when you label something as adversity, then you will see it as that. And that's what you will focus on. And that's what's going to stop you from trying to do anything above and beyond that adversity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just to say, as a successful actor, I still have a side job. I still do I'm a security bouncer at a club Friday, Saturday nights. And that's given me some kind of stability. And so that's pretty much been what, has what I've had to overcome is those financial stability.
Yeah. Well, I think that's something a lot of us do. I mean, that's how you and I got to know each other, was working at Arnie Morton's in Burbank when it opened up. And it's just something we have to do. When I was a road comic, I mean, I was doing 30, 40 weeks a year, but I would still come back and sling drinks. I would have to, because
But I've always been an actor, and I'm doing this. I've never been a bouncer and, I heard you're trying to do this. No. They know, and it's clear that this is what I have to do to pay some bills, but I'm an actor. That's what I do.
And it's important not to abandon your identity in that regard, right? Yeah. So it's important to know your value and know what you are so that you can make the next appropriate step instead of having somebody stand up in front of you and go, no, you're not this, no, you're not that. Well, you don't get to tell me that. You can have your perception of what you think I am, but overall, I am what I say I am. Yeah. You know what I mean?
If I wasn't, then why would I say I am?
That's it. Yeah.
I grew up with a restaurant in my family. My mother and father owned a restaurant when I was growing up. So my wife has always said, I've either been in a restaurant or on set.
Yeah.
I've never known anything else, and I still to this day still wait tables. And I also am an actor. So like you said, when people ask me what do you do, I say I'm an actor. But I also wait tables to pay the bills because most of us, almost all of us in Screen Actors Guild have to do something else.
Oh yeah,
The journeyman. This is it's part of what it takes to be successful. Yeah. You will never be able to have the big opportunity if you cannot maintain some sort of momentum in the business.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Amen.
That's true.
Amen to that.
And we don't always get those chances. Has there ever been a moment where I know you just said, I'm an actor. That's what I am. Have there been moments in your career where you were just like this close to just giving it up and saying, I don't know if I can do it anymore?
Yeah. I have many times.
Yeah.
Many times.
We all.
Where I've said, I'm done. I'm going to manage restaurants instead of just being a waiter or being a host, and manage the restaurant and run it and not do anything else because you can't do anything else because you don't have the time. So, I've done that, and I've come to realize that I'm an actor first and a performer, and doing that first, and everything else comes in second. So that's why I did it for a very short time in my career, my restaurant career. Come in. Hi.
They wanted to hear what you had to say.
But so
That was the restaurant upstairs closing.
they're like, I guess we're not have you come in.
But the thing that got you to come back was your dedication and your drive to what you knew was what your capabilities were and what was true in your heart.
Yeah. I mean, you have to wait tables for 2-3 years and book a part. And then book that big part, and then do that, and then finish, and then maybe you have to go back to waiting tables to pay the bills again.
Yeah,
because it doesn't pay you what you think it's going to pay you at all.
Yeah, especially nowadays.
Yeah, I'm not talking when I was a child actor in the 70s. I probably made more money than I do now as an adult actor in the 2000s.
No doubt about that.
It's just crazy.
No doubt about that. But at least things are cheaper all the way around.
What?
I'm sorry, is my nose bleeding? Is my nose bleeding right now? I don't know.
Yeah, there's been twice in my career. I've been doing this almost 30 years. And one time was maybe 3 years into it. And I was working at UCLA, had a good job with benefits, the whole nine. I was an electrician's helper, which I was able to work my way up to be an electrician. And it was a great job, and my family was proud of me for having this good job with benefits. And it started getting in the way of my auditions, and so I quit. And, you know, my grandmother cursed me out, and I was, as far as everybody else knew, I was dumb.
Yeah,
you know, and
sure.
and it made me reflect, and
Sure.
I had to really think about what I was getting myself into. I was 3 years, going on maybe 4 years into the business classes, you know, headshots, you know, meetings and managers and running crazy, just all the things that, you know, especially when you're just starting, that you feel you have to do and need to do. And I had a cousin too that I was hanging out with, and the conversation was pretty much just like this, that, you know, I need to maybe think about the long term and investing in my future. And he was like, man, you've already invested in your future. You've already come this far. Why not see how far you can go? And so that was one time, about 3 years in. And then the other time I actually thought about actually quitting was probably like a year ago. Now I'm in a different space in my life. I've taken on bigger responsibilities. I own a condo now, which I was like, why the hell did I do that? But it's been working. You know, by God's grace, it's been working. I'm like 3 years in. But I start thinking like, well, maybe now's the time to get a job. But also, what experience do I have?
See? Yes.
I've been doing this 30 years. I'm an experienced actor.
Yep.
I'm an experienced singer. I'm an experienced dancer.
Yeah.
Welcome to the post office. Like, they're not, how am I going to even get a freaking job now?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this too, Dan and I.
Yeah.
Dan does stand up, and it's always great to see what over the years. It's fun to watch his process too, because he's come so far, and there's been several times where he just kind of dipped and fell off, like we all do with things, and all of a sudden he gets a fire under his belly to go again, and the things that he's been able to accomplish along the years have been pretty incredible. But it's it's everybody. We face the same stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with everything you guys are saying of just like adversity, trying to just literally give me another reason to push on. Like it's to call it quits. It's hard to say. Like I would say being set up, as a kid, I was set up in the frame of you're going to have a lot of medical conditions. You're going to have a lot of this. You're going to have a lot of that. Be ready to deal with this. And I didn't see any of that as a kid. I just kind of just went with it and just lived my life. And it's kind of not hit me until I've gotten to a point in the last 5 years where my mobility is really starting to take a peg at me and take a toll on me. And so then that takes a toll on my mentality and my drive and everything like that. And to excuse me, and to touch base on what my man Jensen was saying, and saying how family, and same thing with you with family, just kind of being like, now's the time to get. For me, what they've been saying is go on disability, stop working, just collect money. And I've had that conversation where I've gotten spoken to by my grandmother, same thing, and her saying just quit Universal, because I work at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
And I do character work. And she's like, just quit that job. And I was like, as much as it is a job, and Brandon knows this, it's a big job, and there's a lot of crap that goes to it. But the basis of the job is I'm literally making memories with kids, and I was one of those kids. I was a Make-A-Wish kid. And so the fact that I get to do that every day with these kids, I'm like, dude, how am I going to quit that and just collect? Like, I was put here to entertain, literally what you did. Like, what am I gonna do? Go sit at Walmart and just
I'm still gonna dance and
you
sing.
want a buggy?
Yeah,
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna still tell jokes. I don't give a shit. But that's not who I am.
And to see this guy, by the way, when I've sat and watched, sometimes sometimes you don't know, but I've sat and watched while he's doing, he does Donkey. So sometimes you watch, and if you see a Make-A-Wish kid come up, it's like you just turned Spinal Tap 11 into Spinal Tap 20, and Showtime gets explosive, and you can see fireworks working from, it's incredible. So you genuinely love what you do.
Oh yeah, dude. So
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, there's no way to walk out on what you love, man.
Yeah.
We put all this time into it. No way.
I think too, like, to translate this, not just for the entertainment business, but for the outside world. It's, business, I don't care if it's business or life or whatever the case may be, what your capabilities are. And the thing that gets to stand in your way are outside forces. And whether those outside forces come from some voices that you know and know well, or it's the outside pressure of the world all around you, at the end of the day, you cannot go back on what you know. And if you don't know enough, or you feel like you don't know enough, then go out and learn more. Go out and get more. Make a choice to decide, I'm not going to let this stand right where it is. I'm going to go further than I've ever pushed myself before. And the only way you do that is by taking chances. Yeah. You take chances, because none of us in this room know right now as much as, like, we thought we knew a lot 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. What we know now versus what we know then is because we kept stepping out and taking more chances. Yeah. And those chances turn into opportunities. And those opportunities turn into experience and stories and help and advice and an experience for those people who need it on the outside. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So that speaks exactly to what I talk about when I talk about what the power of yes is. Okay, life throws something at you, hits you in the gut. Yeah. Okay. And what else? What now? Yeah. You think that's going to stop me? It's not. It might slow me down for a minute, and I'll hit a speed bump and I'll cry for a while. And I'll be sad, but it's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep going. So anyway, the power of yes is big, and it's just so interesting psychologically how you guys just brought out the whole thing without even realizing it. You're throwing kindling on the fire, and then dumping a little kerosene on it. It's flaming up, and we're making s'mores. So I appreciate that, boys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys being open.
S'mores?
And
do you have s'mores for us?
I wish I had s'mores. I don't even have water.
We don't even have paper cups.
We're here for the snacks.
I know. All right, next time.
We have blood, though.
We got lots of blood.
All right, so now we're going to do a little fun thing. Now, these guys, we've done improv together for a long time. Joaquin and I have done improv together, and Jensen and I, you and I working together on set, we got to play. So we're going to do a little improv encounter right now between you two, all right?
Okay.
This is called Rejected Auditions, and you're going to take it in turns, all right? So, Joaquin, you're going to go first.
Okay.
You are auditioning for a commercial for a lawnmower.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to give you. And so you go ahead and start that audition process. You're just, if you want to, actually, let's get them on this camera right here. Let's get them on two. So look at camera two, and I want you to try to sell us or the people watching at home a lawnmower.
Well, I don't really like to mow my lawn. So I'll be honest with you, I don't like to do that kind of work. But I think the lawnmower that you provided me, the new lawnmower 2677X2, is a lot of fun. So not only do I get to mow the lawn, but I'll get to have fun at the same time.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, it's actually a tiny lawnmower for men who are balding. Go ahead.
I didn't know that I was going to have to shave my head, but I will shave my head to get the part. So don't worry about that. And I think it's not only attractive, but fun. Again, the word fun comes into play when I think about lawnmowers and doing it myself. So I will take this little lawnmower, take it to my head,
and cut. Let's hear it for Joaquin's. What was it? The something X276?
76. I don't know. It's a bunch of numbers.
It's got a Hemi in it.
Nice.
All right. Well, I feel like it's only fair if he was auditioning for a spokesperson for a lawnmower. I want you to sell us. Look in the camera right there. Let's get him over here, Dan. Mm-hmm. And I want you to look out into the audience, and I want you to sell them toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Yeah, just a toothpaste commercial. Give us just a toothpaste commercial.
Hi, everyone. Do you have teeth? Do you have bad breath? Well, you're in luck, because we have something that you may have heard of before that will freshen your breath and clean your teeth.
Oh, I meant to tell you, it's for aliens. Go ahead. Space aliens.
All of your teeth. The sharp ones, the green ones, the ones that protrude out of the back of your head. We've got the toothpaste for your mouth, back teeth. That'll do you good.
And cut.
I think that one's better. I like that one better.
I like mouth back teeth.
Alien back teeth. I can't.
Back teeth.
See, now this goes.
That's
this goes,
a stripper.
Believe it or not, I had you do that because it shows a good example of improvisation of being able to go off the fly. But it's another. This is another thing with the pivot principle. Is you thought you were going all about lawnmower, thought you were going all about toothpaste, and all of a sudden, oh no, that's just for penguins, or that's just I have to do it hopping on one foot or whatever. And it's not just something that's important for actors. It's something that's important for everybody, especially in the business world. You get told no to something, you're like, hey, but what about if we did this? And what about if we did that? I mean, how many times have you been scrambling for an idea and you hear somebody go, oh, I got it.
There it is. Yeah.
That's it. That's the one, right? Dan, you want to do one?
Yeah, I'll do one.
All right, let's go. You are, give us, you're auditioning for a commercial about a fishing boat.
Okay.
Fishing boat. You're trying to sell a fishing boat right over there.
All right. Hey, I see you there, sitting on the shore with your fishing pole, trying to catch something. You know it ain't gonna happen. You need to be out here where the fish are. You need you a Fishmaster 5000. That's right. Get out here on the lake where the fish are, not there on the shore.
Oh, I meant to tell you, it's endorsed by the mob for being able to carry the most bodies.
Because with the Fishmaster 2000, it's got extra space on the side, not just for bait and tackle, but also for limbs.
Limbs.
That's right. And if you also need to carry an extra piece of cement, I would say like a cement brick in the back, we also have added another compartment for that. So in case you need to drop something to the bottom of the lake and not have it come back ever again. Also, we got this new side cup holder here on the left side for all your wonderful cup holder needs. I was trying to think roommate. I forgot the name of the name of the stupid company. Yeah, something.
All right. Good job. Good
Thanks,
job.
man.
All right. Good.
I love how the mob guy was faking the country voice.
Yeah. Two separate people in the same spot.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So let's talk about this. So how you guys have been gracious enough to show vulnerability and your storytelling and we're talking about your adversities and things like that. How important do you feel like in life? I know we know it's important as actors to be vulnerable and as performers to be vulnerable, but how important do you feel like in life it is to be vulnerable?
Man, I don't know. I don't know.
Why don't you go first?
It can be important, I want to say, but it's also, I guess, dangerous. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Mm-hmm. It's not the kindest world, and everybody's not on your side. So to be vulnerable, I think maybe caution when it comes to being vulnerable. When I think about it, but it's important, especially to the people that are closest to you, because how do you really know what's going on with a person that's not vulnerable, that's not open to you, that's not honest with you in that way? So I guess vulnerability just sounds more intimate to me.
I got you. I got you.
Are we going to talk about other things that are making us vulnerable, or just
Sure. Whatever you want to mention.
Okay. Well, as you or you may not know, 3 months ago I had a stroke, and now I feel like Mr. Vulnerable. Everything I do, especially when it comes to speaking, to talking, to walking, everything that I've known as a person has been questioned in this last 3 months. And I think that now family, friends, strangers are waiting for me to be vulnerable in front of them because they don't know if I'm going to again have another stroke or.
And you said that has made you feel more vulnerable.
It has made me feel very vulnerable, where I don't know how to act. I'll be honest with you, and it's come to, you know, as far as a person, I want to be a strong man, you know, and it's hurt me, you know, as far as being a regular person. So yeah, so Mr. Vulnerable is probably who I am today, at least right now.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I came to see you in the hospital, it was surreal, man. It was surreal to see somebody who I've always known to be, you know, as much of a cartoon as I tend to be, just put in that scenario. And I knew, you know, at the time you needed people on the outside, and you know, and I told his wife is named Brandy. My wife is named Brandy. They're not the same person.
Not the same person.
Nope. And you can tell by the way they spell their names.
Yeah,
that's the big difference right there.
Presumably.
Yeah. So so it was really surreal to see you in that scenario. But I will say that first of all, I'm thrilled that you're here right now.
Yeah.
And his recovery, guys, has been crazy fast.
Yeah.
Right?
The doctors, they don't understand how I can have a hole in my head 3 months ago, and now I'm here just talking to you gentlemen.
Yeah.
And I drove myself here. Nobody drove me here. Nobody's supervising me. I'm speaking and talking about stuff on my own. The doctors don't understand why it's happened, you know, and God is good, you know.
Dude, I mean, I'm thrilled that you're here for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
when he literally told me Joaquin's gonna be here, I'm like, he's doing good. He's doing great. Heck yeah, I thought he was doing good.
Yeah.
Awesome. It is a miracle, man.
Yeah. Do you find that? Would you think that? I know you said that. You know, you mentioned the word cautious. Do you find that vulnerability, or do you think it's more of a strength or a weakness?
It's definitely a strength.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not easy to be vulnerable. Yeah, there's nothing about vulnerability that's easy. I mean, just him talking about, you know, even being a man, because in our society, a man can't be weak. Yeah, but that's not true. You know, men get weak sometimes. You know, it's not. It shouldn't be. Or your manhood shouldn't be defined by anything except you being a man.
Just the person that you are. Yep.
Yeah, because it's all inclusive as far as being a human being, as opposed to a man. So I mean, just to talk about, you know, not feeling. I mean, I've been there health wise where it makes you feel vulnerable. It makes you feel open. You know, tomorrow's not promised, and I'm thankful that I live my life in that way. Unfortunately, some of us have to get a little health scare sometimes to it to be real, but that's with all of us. I mean, it so sucks how easy it is to take things for granted. Like the smallest things, like, you know, I hurt my pinky, and now all of a sudden I realize how often I need my pinky.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, I've taken my pinky for granted for so long.
Yeah.
And I should show my pinky so much more attention.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like, just the human experience, it goes like that.
Yeah. Yep. I feel like, and tell me how you think about this too. I know, Dan, you and I have talked about this too. I feel like if more people were vulnerable, it's a scary thing to be vulnerable. And you mentioned that, you know, because you don't know what's on the other side, because the world is a scary place. And you don't know if it's always going to be accepted or whatever. But I find that the rewards on the other side of vulnerability are much more gracious and much more rewarding than sitting on the backside of fear of being vulnerable. And the more you can create yourself or present yourself as a vulnerable person, I feel like on the outside world, by and large, when people start to see you as that have that sympathetic feel, then you are going to be rewarded. I mean, think about this. The reason people go to movies and the reason there are awards for seeing people break down, you know, like Academy Awards for best performance in a drama, you know, whatever. People want to see these actors break down, and on the other side of them breaking down, the audience is ready to catch them. And it is the safest place to be vulnerable for an actor. But we seem to have the most skeletons in the closet, the most demons to push back when we open up and try to be vulnerable in real life. But I find that when you open up and become vulnerable, then the opportunities in front of you present themselves more widely than if you sat back behind fear. Yeah? What do you think?
I think so. A good example is you saying, "Oh, Joaquin's coming. I hope he's okay. Hope he's doing well. That's great." When you hear somebody had a stroke, especially only 3 months ago, the first thing is what's wrong with them? Are they okay? Are they? I'm not saying anything bad about what you said.
Yeah, no.
But that's the first thing that comes out of your head is like, are they all right? Or they had a stroke?
That's the first thing I said to Brandy when she called me.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
Brain bleed, stroke.
Yeah.
Most people don't survive that. Doctors, are shocked that I'm alive. Yeah, and that's the first thing that comes out of their heads is that. So yeah, it's good to be vulnerable, but then sometimes it puts people in the wrong perspective.
Sure.
And it gives them. Again, it's only been 3 months.
Yeah.
I gotta remind myself that.
Yeah.
Because I want to be like, I'm ready to go, but I'm not ready to get back to work. I'm not ready to speak in front of a live audience. I'm not ready to do all these things that I used to do very easily because of the stroke.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just thrilled that you're here now.
Same.
And I asked him when I approached Joaquin about doing it, I said, buddy, are you like, how do you feel? Like, are you good? And then I'll be honest with you, I reached out to Brandy and I said, do you think he's good? She said, yeah, he's good. He's good. I said, okay, if you say so, because they're going to be just brutally honest.
Oh, no. My wife will be 100% brutally honest with me about my situation, where I'm at, where I was, where I'm at, where I'm headed.
Yeah.
And she'd say it right off the bat if she didn't think.
Oh, she'd tell
ready.
me.
She'd say, "Sorry, Brandon."
Yeah, no, not this time, not yet.
Not right now.
Yeah.
So again, thank God for her.
Yeah.
Because without her, I don't know where I'd be today.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a fine line between not even a fine line. I think it's a pretty broad line between vulnerability and weakness. And you, my good friend, are not a weak man. You are a strong man, and your vulnerability does not mean weak at all. Your physical capabilities and your physical, I don't even want to say limitations, but the things that you have to deal with now that you didn't have to deal with before, they're not any. I see you the same way I saw you the day we met. And to me, you are stronger as a result. Likewise to you. And everything you've told me about you, Jensen, I mean, I got respect for you right out of the gate. To be vulnerable is a difficult thing. And to me, vulnerability is strength. It is absolute strength because that's the only way you can truly be honest. And it's the only true way I think you can grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to face your weakest points in order to figure out what am I going to do now? And then you find a way to adapt. You find a way to innovate. You find a way to continue to do the things that you used to do in the best way you can do them and still find enjoyment and bring happiness to the people around you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that again, it's funny that you guys are speaking right to this whole thing without even realizing it. You're just going right into it. Okay, let's see. We've got another improv game if you guys want to play.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So this time we're gonna play with Jensen and Joaquin and
Pause.
This is pause. You got to get your
No. That's a black thing. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. So here's the setup. This is a television pilot. All right. You guys are in a television pilot. You two are a part of it. It is a cop show. Jensen, you are the detective. Joaquin is the suspect, and it is all about a jewel heist.
Still getting stereotyped, bro.
No. Stop that. How dare you? This is a jewel heist. Okay. All right? Jewel heist, right? Jensen, you've got him dead to rights, and the only thing you need now is a confession, and he's just not giving it to you, right? So that's where you're going to start.
All right.
All right?
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Here we go. And action.
Okay, Juanito. We know you did it.
No.
We got you on camera.
No, I did not. I wish that it was me that did it, but in this case, it's not. I did not do it.
Who did it then?
I wish I knew, but I don't know.
Just tell me where it is. We can make this easier for you. You know you don't want to be here. We can get you home. Don't you want to go home?
Of course I want to go home.
Juanito, you're not listening to me. Don't you want to go home?
Oh, wait, this just in. Studio has run out of money, but it's picked up. It's picked up by another network. It is Nick Jr. has just picked it up. So now it is a Nick Jr. show. Same premise. Cop show, detective, suspect. It is now a Nick Jr. show. Nickelodeon Jr. and action.
We know you did it.
Yes. But the thing that I didn't do it on purpose. I did it for fun.
For fun?
For fun.
Oh, you didn't say it was for fun.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be in here. Let me get you out of here.
And cut. There
you go.
You see how things can shift, fellas?
Right? Crime is
For fun.
with the letter
That's
F.
going to be in the promo for that show. For fun.
I didn't know that.
For fun.
I didn't know that.
All right, so we've kind of talked this last little section. I wanted to go in lessons in resilience, but
This
we've
is
already,
the most bipolar show ever. Let me just say
Dude,
that.
see, that's the thing is I don't want to make it heavy-handed. I want to have fun, and I want to be impactful all at the same time.
Dig it.
But we've already kind of talked. I mean, we've really kind of talked about, resiliency and what it's like to be resilient, to stick with it. So if you were to give advice to people in, say, the business world, or people that wanted to get into this business, or just people in general, just if you could sum it up in just like a little, just like a nugget of advice, what would you say about being resilient in your own world or in your own thoughts, or direction?
I mean, I guess just speaking on resilience, I mean, it takes drive. It takes dedication. It takes, I want to say laser focus, but as focused as I've been, you have to also be open to things that are in the same vein, so you have to, what is that? You have to be flexible as well, but still maintaining the course. I don't know if I just said a bunch of crap.
Dude,
but
no. It's so interesting the way you did it, because again, this goes right into what my keynote speech is about. You have, like, if you're not open and you're not willing to bend, you're not willing to turn. I mean, especially leaders, man. That's one of the biggest things is leaders in business. Business leaders, they're so rigid. They're so stiff, and it's got to be this way. And I don't know if they're that way because they're fearful of their job, or they think they know it all, or whatever the case may be. But in terms of resilience, you have to have that give. There's got to be that bend spot to where you go, okay, you know what? Maybe I don't know it all. Maybe I could learn from somebody else. Yeah. So I think you're not spitting out anything but truth is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Joaquin, what do you think?
Yeah, it always reminds me of the old adage, and it's not true in this business, but it's also true in any business that you touch. Is behind every overnight success is 20 years of hard work. That's the truth. I've noticed people, and especially in the entertainment industry, oh my gosh, this guy's coming up, this guy. And then you look and you see their IMDb, and they started 25 years ago as, valet number one.
Yeah, CSI, whatever.
Yeah.
CSI, bad guy number 2 who died in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's 20 years, 30 years. And it's the truth in this business, and it's also the truth in any business that you're going to touch. Restaurateurs, for example, who all of a sudden they open a restaurant. They've been at it for 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not just hey, here's an idea.
Here's an idea.
Yeah. And they have to innovate, and they have to come up with creative ideas. And changes that they would make for what they've seen over the years. Like, what are they doing wrong that I can do differently?
Yes. Now you touch those times when there's a person who just overnight makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are few and far between.
Oh yeah. It's like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
That's like winning the lottery. Most of the time, it's people who persevere, who stay around, who practice, who go to class in anything that you do, not just acting. And those are the people that all of a sudden they make it, and you're like, oh my gosh, and then you're like, but it's been 30 years since they started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you're a good example of that.
Yeah.
Because of what a story that I've heard just today.
Yeah. Well, both of you guys are.
But I know his story. I know your story, and you know my story. And it's if we do make it, or we do make something that is seen, it's going to be because of 30 years of hard work.
Yeah. I mean, I started doing stand-up at 14. Did my first show when I was 14.
Yeah.
Wow.
14.
Yeah. And then I mean, we could get into that, but that's a whole nother show right there.
Another show.
All right, let's see. What do we got time-wise? Okay, we got time for one more little thing. All right, so I always think this is interesting. So looking back, what advice would you give to your 21, 22-year-old self, knowing what you know now? Would you change your process? Would you give different advice that would change the course of anything? Dan, let's start with you.
Yeah, I would have. So you said 21?
21, 20, 21, 22, that early 20s.
Okay, easy. I would have told him, keep going. Don't stop. Because that was peak crazy. That's when you met me.
Yeah.
That's when you met me. I was my third year of college doing improv, and I was just doing it every week. Like I was taking classes, even if I wasn't getting credit for it, just because I needed to, and it was fun, and I loved it. And if I just would have told that kid, hey, just keep going. You can do it. Don't let anybody divert you. Yeah. Don't let anybody hold you back. Because I feel like there's a lot of things that I said I wanted to do then, and I never followed through. So just what you feel, just keep going with it. Don't drop it, even if it feels like it's not going to go anywhere. Just keep doing it.
Keep plugging away.
Keep plugging away.
Joaquin.
Oh my gosh, sounds like a common story to say that, but to speak to myself at that age, first off, I would say, because I'm sober, stop drinking, stop wasting valuable time and effort with the alcohol. That's the first thing. But again, I wouldn't be there. I wouldn't be here today if I wouldn't have gone what I went through then. So it's hard to say that, but that's the first thing is I would say is like, stop drinking, stop the partying. It's a big waste of your time. Focus on other things. But I would say never give up, never surrender. Continue on this path that is going to take 20, 30 years. So it's not something that's overnight. It's not something that's going to happen just like that. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. And like I heard somebody say, and I heard Brandon say it, was you go to class, you act in small parts because you are waiting for that opportunity. And you got to be ready for that opportunity. So when that opportunity arises, you are ready. That's why people, why is Jay Leno doing a small show in the corner of some New York State club when he's Jay Leno? Because he's practicing, because he's getting ready for the moment when he needs to be ready. Same thing with us. So that's what I would say to my younger self.
Jensen.
Nice. 21. Wow. What would I say? I would say buy more Bitcoin, a lot more Bitcoin.
Was that a thing when you were 21?
I don't. But leading up, I mean, at some point, Bitcoin came along, and geez, I wish I would have. Like, who knew?
Who knew?
That was not a dig, by the way. I don't want you to take that as a dig, because
what, like an age thing?
Yeah,
no, I don't fucking care. Are you kidding me? I'm 169 and proud of it. I would, you know what? I would say it's going to be difficult, but don't stress. Like, actually try to enjoy the moments, even if it's nothing. Try to even enjoy the nothing. Just don't stress so freaking much. Like, it's going to work out. It's going to be just fine. Like, it's going to be tough. It's going to suck. But still, if you could figure it out somehow, just smile through it, because it all fucking works out. And it keeps working out. I mean, I'm still in that process now.
Sure.
My goals are higher, my overhead's bigger, you know, and so the process continues, but it's enjoyable and it's happening, it's working.
Yeah. You know, it's funny too, you know, as parents, you know, I often think about what would I tell my younger self? And the same things that I think that I would tell my younger self are things that I find myself telling my kids. You know what I mean?
My daughter just turned 21. So
Stop it.
you believe that?
Stop it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I knew you before her.
I know. That's nuts,
That's how long
dude.
I've known her.
Yeah. And you were I've known you since Alyssa was born.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's nuts. But
So what is it? What is it you tell your 21 self?
Similar to what you say, don't stress, but spend time doing the things that you love and make the things that you love the things that support you.
Yeah.
Because we waste so much time on things that just don't matter.
Yeah.
And if you know, okay, so I reference this song all the time. There's a song by Kenny Chesney, and we'll close it out with this. There's a song by Kenny Chesney called The Life.
Yeah.
And if you haven't listened to it, look it up and listen to it. It's so good because he talks about being down in Playa del Carmen and he's fishing or he goes down to see this guy and he's, just a little fisherman, Mexican fisherman down there in Playa del Carmen. And he's got his little boat and his little, cooler of the catch of the day. And he gets his catch of the day and Chesney pays him more than he should or more than he expected. And the guy says, thank you, and he goes, yeah, it's no big deal. I have a pretty good life back where I'm from. And he goes, yeah, me too. I fish, I play my guitar, I sit at the bar with my friends, I go home, I pray with my wife, and I do it all over again. And then he says, the song goes on to say, he's on his flight back to the States, and he starts thinking about all the time he's wasting and all the grind that he's doing and the things that he's putting himself through. 51 weeks out of the year to get that 1 week to do what he really loves. And the one thing that this guy says that he bases his life around, and he's happy every single day. And he considers that to be a pretty good life.
That's awesome.
And here we go. That's what I would tell myself.
The karaoke words should come on, and we should all sing that song out. That would have been awesome.
I should have had that set up. I said, well, if you haven't heard that song, you should definitely look it up.
Yes.
It's called The Life. It's by Kenny Chesney, and it is a phenomenal song. Okay, gents, man, we got to wrap this thing up. But thanks so much, guys. This has been awesome. Dan, you will be with us frequently. So thanks to Dan, the intern. Thanks to Jensen Atwood and Joaquin Garay. Do you guys have anything you want to plug? You have some socials that you want to plug to find what's going on?
Actor Jensen Atwood on Instagram, Jensen Atwood on all the other stuff too.
Okay, and don't be fooled though, because you'll look and you'll see some of his modeling poses. You'll think it's me because we are identical. Joaquin
from the neck down,
exactly the same. Yeah.
Joaquin Garay III. Again, my dad and my grandfather both were Joaquin. My dad was famous on his own, Joaquin Garay, so I'm the third.
And how you spell that? Because don't nobody know how to spell no Joaquin on Instagram.
It's a Joaquin. That's my first name.
He did not have a stroke, ladies and gentlemen. He's lying.
He can spell just fine.
My last name is Garay.
Garay. By the way, I want to point out your dad was one of the original Three Caballeros, right?
Right. Was in the 1940s. Three Caballeros, still famous today. The movie's still famous.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time, Joaquin.
There's been a resurgence of that at Disney, the parks.
It's a big resurgence of that. And, my daughter almost got to play him. Can you imagine my daughter playing her grandfather?
Wow.
But
that'd be crazy.
That hasn't happened yet, but you never know. But just go to the Facebook, Instagram, and remember that Billy Knight is coming out.
Yes. Yep.
Billy Knight.
Alec Griffin Roth is the director, and Al Pacino's the star, and so is Charlie Heaton. I only have a couple of scenes.
You improvised with him too, didn't you?
But we improvised.
Wow.
Al Pacino and I improvised
dope.
top of the scenes together. If you can believe that.
So good.
So it's a dream come true. But again, it's a dream come true to be here today.
Yes.
And thank God and thank you, Brandon, for giving me that.
I love you, brother.
I love you too, man.
Couple plugs before.
Yes.
August 29th, the movie Run in theaters. It's dropping. And every Wednesday night on BET is the Family Business New Orleans. I play Saint.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Dan.
Instagram is at DF as in Frank, OWB as in boy, LE, DFobble. That is my Instagram handle. Plugging. I don't have any shows coming up right now. I just got to book them.
He's booking a stand-up in Vegas now, too.
Vegas and hopefully something in Hollywood soon. So
Glitter Gulch, specifically. So,
yes.
And as for me, I am Mr. Brandon Gibson on Instagram, and the show, Brandon Gibson, the podcast, is on Instagram as well. And I'd like to do one more shout-out to our big sponsor, Tamelands Pickleball Paddles. Built for power, precision, and speed. I use them. I love them. You can grab yours at tamelands.com right now. Don't forget, there is a code, a discount code. You go BG Podcast 15 when you check out, and you get 15%. By the way, that's a good deal. That's a killer deal on your pickleball paddle when you go to check out. So go to tamelands.com, BG Podcast 15, Tamelands, play wild and free. And by the way, their paddles, one of them is made from Kevlar. Did I mention that? I did.
Yes, you
and
did.
I'm mentioning it again because the way you hit with that thing. Get one.
I'm gonna give me one.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna try to get
and
into
we'll
this
start
pickleball
playing.
thing,
We'll
for
do
real.
a whole. Matter of fact, we'll do a remote with Tamelands, and we'll play pickleball.
Sure.
We'll do a whole
Let's do
podcast
it.
with them.
Let's
down,
do it.
down.
Awesome. All right. Well, listen, thank you guys so much for joining us in the pre-episode, the very first episode of Brandon Gibson, the podcast. Join us next time where we'll have Trip Taylor and Lauren Pritchard joining the program with us. And oh boy, if you don't know anything about them, you are going to, more than you think about them, by the way. You know a whole lot more than you think about them. So for myself, Jensen Atwood, Joaquin Garay III, and Dan the intern, this is Brandon Gibson saying, see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
So long, farewell, it's time to say goodbye. Put a smile on your face, I don't want to see you cry. And just lift your head up high, everything will be okay. Cause I'll be seeing you again on a bright sunny day. Well, we've had a lot of fun, forever you will always be a part of me. And I can see a very special memory when you think about my face and you look up to the sky. And every cloud that rolls by, you'll see me